How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the new S650 Ecoboost and as well as the new Ecoboost engine that's going to be found in this new 7th generation of the Mustang. Now, before we get into today's video, definitely be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are new. Also, if you've been subscribed, definitely be sure to click that little bell icon to turn on post notifications. All that stuff really does help me out a ton as a smaller car channel here on YouTube that posts new content daily. And also, before we start talking about the new 2.3 liter Ecoboost engine in this new S650 Ecoboost Mustang, let me know your thoughts and opinions of the overall Ecoboost Mustang in general. Whether or not you think that Ford should have went to some hybrid power in this next generation. Obviously the Ecoboost not being being the lower caliber of the Mustang lineup, or whether you think that Ford made the right move and just stuck with the regular turbo inline 4 that we are kind of used to now from the previous 6th generation of the Mustang. But anyways, today we're going to be looking at an article on FordAuthority.com. I will actually leave this article linked down in the description below if you guys want to go read it for yourself, and also just to give these people the credit that they deserve. But essentially we're going to be talking about how the new 2.3 liter Ecoboost engine is different and also similar to the engine that we found in the 6th generation of the Ecoboost Mustang. So here from the title, we can obviously tell that the 2.3 liter Ecoboost is still going to be found in the base model of the Mustangs, except this engine is going to be slightly different. Now, I'm assuming that they're using the same block and overall the same major parts of the engine that they're just carrying over. But this one, like most of you know by now, is going to feature a power increase just like the new Mustang GTs. The new Mustang GTs are, I think, estimated to be around 480 horsepower now, whereas these Ecoboosts are now estimated to be around 332 horsepower with 350 foot-pounds of torque, which is definitely the increase from the 310 horsepower that we found in those S650 Ecoboost Mustangs. But here we can see some of the differences right here. So it's got a dual fuel system, so I'm assuming 2 different fuel rails on top of the engine, port fuel injection, 350 bar direct injection, and that basically enhances obviously the output, the fuel efficiency, and actually does apparently reduce carbon emissions. I don't know if it really reduces it that much, to be honest, and that doesn't really matter that much to me, at least. Also, it does have a twin scroll turbocharger with a high-speed electronic wastegate system, which I think is pretty interesting. And also, I believe this electronic wastegate system was actually the same one that was in the S650 Ecoboost. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. It's also going to have variable cam timing for this new engine, which that's another thing that's kind of just carried over. So it looks like Ford really did not change that much. However, with the older Ecoboost now, the 6th gen Mustang Ecoboost, they had a lot of tuning potential. I know just from my own experience and people that I know of, all you really had to do to them was literally get some tune from some aftermarket company, plug it in, download the tune, throw in a different downpipe, open up the exhaust a little bit, maybe put on a filter, and you're making probably 50 more horsepower from factory. So these Ecoboosts definitely do have some sort of potential. Obviously they do get a lot of hate because a lot of Ecoboost owners and V6 Mustang owners race out their cars and don't really know what they're doing, and they also are the rental Mustangs. That's what Hertz offers you when you go to the airport and you check the sports car box. It's not really a true Mustang, or a lot of people think it's not really a true Mustang. So yeah, let me know your opinions of it down in the comments below. Obviously, again, these Ecoboost and V6 Mustangs are very opinionated cars. Some people love them, some people hate them. Personally, I own a 2008 V6 Mustang if you're new to this channel, and I'll do some videos with it occasionally. But I really like it. It's fun for me. It was my first car. I plan on never selling it simply because it was my first car, and it still is a lot of fun. Obviously, I do plan to do a whole engine swap and drivetrain swap down the road in the future, because it's really not a lot of power. I mean, that 200 even horsepower that my car produces, that's too way too slow for me. But anyways, getting back on topic here, this section of the article speaks a little bit about the new transmission options. You're going to see the same 10-speed auto trans that was found in the facelift version of this 6th gen Mustang, so from 2018 to newer. But the one thing that's actually quite surprising and kind of unfortunate is that apparently, according to this article, that the 6-speed manual option will no longer be available in conjunction with the boosted 4-cylinder for the forthcoming pony car. Wow, that was a mouthful. But anyways, that basically means that they're not going to have any sort of manual transmission options for these new gen Ecoboost, which kind of does suck. Actually, that really does suck a lot. I hate to see Ford phasing out the manual transmission. However, I still think that Ford did a very good job with this new 7th gen of the Ford Mustang. Between the new GT, this new Ecoboost, and the new Dark Horse that we're getting, I love the fact that they really didn't change a lot. They still have a Coyote engine powering the new GT. However, this 4th gen of the Coyote engine, like I said before, is going to be squeezing out even more power. Obviously, the entire intake system is kind of completely redesigned with a different intake manifold, as well as dual throttle bodies, which is something that we've never seen on a factory Mustang engine before. I know it's really not that impressive and not that technologically advanced, especially in 2022, but I still think that it is cool that Ford is actually investing and putting their time into naturally aspirated V8s still in production vehicles. But again, getting back to this Ecoboost, let me know what you guys think of it. Personally, I think that the engine is going to be able to handle, you know, that much more boost. I think it's kind of the same 2.3 liter Ecoboost that we've seen in the last generation, except this one is just pushing out a little bit more power. It's a little bit more beefy. Also, one thing that they did change with the new 2.3 liter Ecoboost specifically is that they now introduced a modular power cylinder, or MPS, kind of engine architecture, which essentially means that there's going to be a lot more interchangeable parts from the 1.5 liter 2.0 liter and now the 2.3 liter Ecoboost Ford engines. So obviously that is simply made on, you know, Ford's part to kind of lower cost of production and manufacturing, but hopefully they do that in an efficient manner that can still make a lot more power for these next generations of these Ecoboost engines found in the multitude of Ford vehicles in their lineup that they still offer them in. But anyways, that's pretty much just gonna be it for today's video. Again, let me know what you guys think of this new Ecoboost Mustang, as well as just the Ecoboost Mustang overall, excuse me, down in the comments below. Also, again, while you're down there, definitely be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new. If you're already subscribed, click that little bell icon down there to turn on post notifications. All that stuff is absolutely free for you, and it really does help me out a lot. But thank you for sticking to the end of today's video. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. If you enjoyed today's video, click on either of these links right here to watch a similar video from this channel, or click on the little circle link right there to actually subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. I do appreciate all the support, but thank you for sticking to the end of this video, and I hope you have a fantastic day.